And they're up. And they're up.
And after a quick break in the action, we're back here with Life, wearing the bright green and blue strip, and Penn in the red. Running Eagles kicking off. Quakers don't field it cleanly. Good pressure there from Paris Hollis. Should be a stolen ball or a penalty, but it's not. Just going to let it play on. Penn under some severe pressure. A big tackle there from Hollis. Life is about as big a favorite as you can be in this game. One of only two teams to ever win a USA Rugby College Sevens National Championship. Penn in their second year here at the CRC. Fighting a little bit of an uphill battle. Life has everything you need. They got size, speed, experience, skill, maybe IQ. There's Blaine McElroy, the Irishman. Offload to Harley Davidson. In for the try. Harley Davidson, newcomer at Life this year. He has turned a lot of heads in a very short amount of time. Not just because of his famous name, but because of what you just saw. He is a very quick, intense runner. Very good young player. Head coach Dan Payne is very high on him. The kick from Joe Cali is missed, so we've got a 5-0 lead to Life here early on. Life's roster chock full of All-Americans and future All-Americans. Penn does take this restart, but loses it forward. It looked like they had it cleanly won. We're going to have a scrum here to Life. Putting it in for Life is going to be Jake McFadden. In the front row of Paris Hollis, Joe Cali, and Glenn Maricelli, all CRC veterans. It's Tyrus Baytox. He's an exciting player on the wing. He didn't have much space to work with there. Good defense by the Quakers. But when he does have a little bit of room, watch out for him. He can run, he can step. Very quick player. Now it's Cali. Chips ahead for Paris Hollis. Hollis unable to rein it in, so it's going to be a knock-on. Hollis plays anywhere from prop to flanker in the 15s game, but definitely athletic enough to be a impact sevens player. Davidson again slipping through, offloading to Jake McFadden. Easy try for the Running Eagles. McFadden back at Life after taking a little bit of time off. This time Cali's kick is good. So a 12-0 lead to Life. Life always one of the crowd favorites here at the CRC. This first opening round here is not open to the public, but tomorrow expect to see plenty of neon green in the stands rooting for the Running Eagles. Penn again knocks on the restart. They cannot get out of their own way on these kickoffs. McElroy swings at the bay tops. Let's see him run. He does. Nice little offload there. Davidson, who cannot hold on to it. Referee stops play short. Probably should have let the Quakers have a little bit more advantage, but he's going to bring it back for the knock on, and Penn will have a scrum just inside their 22-meter line. Free kick here to Penn. Not exactly sure what the infraction was on Life. But they got to back up 10 and let the Quakers play through. No space for Penn whatsoever. And some consistent defense there. And just a little bit of pressure turns them over. And Life is going to have a prime scoring opportunity with an attacking scrum inside Penn's 22. Don't be surprised to see Harley Davidson make a break here. Penn's had an awful lot of trouble tackling them, but that's not going to happen as Penn steals the scrum. And Fadden counter-rucking for Life. Gets Penn called for not rolling away at the breakdown. And now the Running Eagles have possession in the right end of the field. With some good defense there for Penn. Bundles Life into touch. Aaron Alessi on the tackle. Stymieing Life's attack. See if Penn can get out of their own end. Hollis with the tackle, good counter ruck. Maricelli backing them up. And now the Quakers are going to bring it into their own try zone and touch it down. So well, that's going to be the end of the half. Looked like it was going to be a 5-meter scrum, but it's not. That's the last play of the half. Life up 12-0. Actually, a pretty good job here from Penn. 12-0 is a respectable halftime score. So if they've done nothing offensively, which they really haven't, they've at least muddied up the game enough to stay within reach at intermission. We're back here for the second half. Looks like we've had a couple changes for Life. Jake Anderson, the big fella coming on. He is a lock in the 15-side game. Also, Pico Malu has come on. Had obstruction on the opening kickoff on the Running Eagles, so Penn's got its best scoring chance yet right off the bat of the second half. Good run from Dalroy Sabanda. Looked like he might have crossed over and scored, but he was put in a touch before. So we're thinking no try. That was what it was signaled to be out of bounds. But the sir is going to talk to his assistant referees and rehash exactly what happened. See if Penn won't be awarded its first try of the game. They won't be. They won't be able to have a 22-meter. Well taken there from Blaine McElroy. Oh, Pico Malu, the new sub coming on. The big charging run. McFadden throws the intercept though. It doesn't matter because Penn can't capitalize. What a big ruck from Zach Walker. He really pummeled Fonz Collins from Penn. Much smaller than him. This is Anderson. Get the stiff arm out. It's going to be tough to bring down. He's got some wheels. The offload doesn't quite find the hands of Xander Van Skalkwyk. Van Skalkwyk, just a sophomore at Life, played on this field a couple of years ago as a member of the Charlotte Tigers high school program. They made it all the way to the high school rugby challenge, one of the ancillary tournaments in conjunction with the CRC here, and fell to Pride Rugby out of Washington, D.C. But it was a great run from the Tigers that year. Here we have Life, Glenn Maricelli for Life, putting the Running Eagles up 17-0 after that long run after the turnover. Cali taking its time for the conversion. Don't blame them. Life had to go almost the full length of the field on that possession. The conversion doesn't get anywhere near to going through. So it remains 17-0 here to Life. As I mentioned earlier, Life is one of the clear favorites to win this thing, but they have not quite played as fluently as you would want so far. Made some mistakes, been a little bit sloppy. Nonetheless, they're up 17-0. It's an interesting decision and not a fortuitous one for Penn's Willie Barone to run sideways about 20 meters. Didn't gain any territory. Lost the ball backwards. However, Penn was lucky to be on the right end of that knock-on call there. As Life was tackling Barone, they knocked the ball on. So Penn will retain possession with a put in here. Backwards pass there from Fonz Collins to Barone. A little bit fortuitous to see it go to hand, but nonetheless, here's Barone with the break. But a big tackle from Van Skalkwyk from behind forces a knock-on, and Life's play with an advantage. They got numbers, they got space. Penn's defense looks fractured. And a nice Malu offload to Maricelli. Maricelli, a hooker, a number 8, a utility, does it all. Offloads to a lock. And Jake Anderson, and he scores. Some versatile players on the field. You saw Paris Hollis earlier. That guy plays prop and flanker, as we mentioned. Maricelli plays hooker and number 8. Jake Anderson, really a second row, but yet they're out here on the 7th pitch and playing quite well. And Stockwick nails the conversion, so it's 24-0 to Life. Deep kickoff from Life this time. Wow, good tackle from Blade McElroy. Able to carry the Penn ball carrier almost all the way to touch. Broken tackle from Van Skokwick. Easy try for Life. Life is very deep. They got playmakers 1 through 12. They don't have a lot of weaknesses, and they, as we talked about, they have a lot of guys who can create matchup problems because they are rather large for 7th players. No good on the conversion. 29-0. Very nice kick from Van Skokwick. Had some snow on it and hung in the air so long. Gave his team plenty of chance to play it, but the Quakers did well to field it. It's tough to hold back a guy like Jake Anderson in a 7th ruck. McFadden dancing in and out, waiting for his support. Skokwick's there. Ball gets played away, up to Maricelli's hands. He can scoot. Big ruck from Malou. Numbers outside, pace outside, space outside. That's Kevin Lynch, who made the decision to try and dart through the Penn defense. Almost made it, but didn't. And now it is a penalty on Life, and the Quakers are going the other way. Oh, wow. Huge hit. Absolutely huge hit from Jake Anderson on Penn's. Looks like Penn's Doug Swift, and Swift is still hurt. Just got off the ground, trying to get his way back at the play, but Jake Anderson is a min amongst boys, at least in this match. And that's Malou. All the space in the world. He's going to take it in pretty easily. For yet another Life try. 34-0 right now for the Running Eagles. Just 12-0 at halftime, but Life, the size, speed, skill, athleticism disparity has showed itself in the second half. And that's it. 34-0 win for the Life Running Eagles. Yet another game where the chalk holds. And the winning margin is not all that tight. Up next we have Arizona and Virginia Tech. Arizona making its first ever appearance without the late, great coach Dave Sitton, who tragically passed in the last year. Sitton was a legend in the coaching game and the domestic rugby scene. As a broadcaster, as a coach, as a voice. And now the